Hey there, everybody, welcome back to some more Frostpunk 2. If you've been keeping up with the series, I do apologize for the long-awaited release of this episode. For a while there, I was kind of on vacation. Me and my wife had our anniversary, and then I went down to Florida to run a half marathon. And now I'm back. So, once again, I do apologize for it being such a long time, but in the last episode, we have just gotten through the first Whiteout, and now we need to find Winterhome and find the ruins of Winterhome. So we're probably going to have to focus heavily on our exploration, but we also want to focus on getting our oil production up so that we can have a steady stockpile of oil, and then also need to look at our materials. We do have a materials deficit, so we want to take a look at that as well. But before we get started, as always, you guys know, like and comment, it does help on these videos, but let's go ahead and jump into it. So first to get started, we do have an event here. We have Pressure Point, Winterhome, Stewart, the Evolvers have stripped naked and are walking the streets wearing naught but their blood warmers to provide they no longer require the meager warmth offered by clothing. We have been a better plan for Winterhome. We don't need to pillage it in pursuit of warm utopia, on one shouts the crowd. We are the warm utopia. Adapt to the frost and everyone will be warm. The Faith Keepers are outraged by this display, worrying this may sway others to Evolver's cause. They want to put an end to this blasphemy at once. What should we do? That is kind of, I'm not gonna lie, that is kind of freaky. I mean, I'm granted if you have blood warmers, sure, but I still think your skin would freeze off. I don't know. Look, I don't know enough about medical and how all that works, but I don't think that would work as well as they think it would. The Evolvers may gain new members, or relations will improve the Faith Keepers and Evolvers fervor increase. I'm gonna go and ban this because we are doing Faith Keepers. We do have the ability, once we have the Frostlanders, to go up. We can take this fervor away. But right now, I just want to kind of keep the Evolvers at bay. Because once again, this is a Faith Keepers run. You guys have said, hey, yeah, we should probably stay on the Faith Keepers. And that's what we're going to do. So we need to find Winterhome ruins. And we do have some exploration teams going on. You can see there's the storm. It just passed. We also have a couple different things out here. The Gorge is too dangerous to chart at this time. And then we have this. I believe these are probably where we need to go. Too dangerous to chart, so we need to wait for that to pass. So we need to probably focus on a couple different things here. So I'm gonna look at some research here, and I think I'm gonna go towards materials. And we do have a couple of options. I don't really like the one for the Faith Keepers and the New Londoners. I do like the idea of the Frostlanders, but I do want to see first what laws do we have and what can we do to pass them, because I think we do have a couple of ones that we don't have. We have no maintenance duty on this one, so we have unproductive due maintenance. Pretty much people are against it, but materials demand is slightly decreased and production efficiency is slightly increased. So I think I might want to do that. And supported by the Evolvers. Do we want to focus that? Because we have nothing, no maintenance duty. Yeah. And we don't have any requests at the moment either. So everyone's kind of at bay. I want to keep the Frost. I'm going to kind of get the Frostlanders happier. So that we can probably get that fervor. New work model, standard work model. Let's see. Let's take a look at here. We have machine attendants that is supported by the New Londoners and the Faith Keepers. 41 for, 40 against, 19 hesitant, workforce requirement slightly decreased. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do this one. We are gonna negotiate, and I think what I'm gonna do is where are they at? The Frostlanders. So we can look at the Frostlanders and see what, oh, they're not wanting to, oh, okay. So they're not wanting to negotiate, it looks like. Partially open. Okay, vote for, there we go. All right, I've already forgotten how to play. So use community action, Frostlanders, fun projects. Relations improve the Frostlanders, so we need 422 heat stamps. I don't know about that. We can construct buildings. Waste repurposing facility. We could do that. Squalor is extremely decreased. That could help, but it's not really something we need at the moment. We can have a goods output. I think I might go for this materials because we are going to want to worry about materials anyway. So we're going to do that, accept that, and vote. So we'll have that. I think that's the one that gives us, I already forgot what law we're passing, but I think it's the one that helps us with our materials in the first place. And there it is, 67.4. Very good. So now we can build that. We can say, hey, look at our buildings here. Extraction. We also have a new pump jack, it looks like. We have an advanced fracturing pump jack. That would help with our oil. And I believe, if I look for this correctly, industrial, there it is. Our waste repurposing facility, we could put that in this area here. We have a free slot that we can put down. We might as well go ahead and do it. Our squalor is up, but you know, we'll put that down and make those guys happy, because if they get happier, Then we can maybe take away this fervor. Have another event here, pouring ice on fire, growing radicalization. Steward of the growing fervor of certain groups in our city has become a cause for alarm. Agitators rile up tensions and push their factions to a more radical and violent action. Provided we build enough prison space, our guards could place such militias in preventative arrest, and a spell in detention would cool their heads and calm their fellows. Build prisons to round up militias. District's ability to lower faction fervor. I see. Right now, I think we're okay. I don't think we really need to. We got the waste repurposing facility going. So next, I think I want to go ahead and upgrade our pump jacks over here, because that is really what we need to do to focus on our oil production. And the game is causing a little bit of lag, probably because I haven't played it, and it's probably loading everything. So that waste repurposing is going in, and we have our advanced fracturing pump jacks. We can put that over. And we're just going to go and put these down here so we don't have to worry about oil for a while. It may cause some of our resources to go down, but at the moment, we're looking pretty good. We'll actually get a net positive of oil here. This group is doing good. Good to see. So we have a bunch of things about to run out, which is fine. We do have, I think we should have our advanced nodes here. So if I look at Alt, there should be a permanent node somewhere around here. We should have it, right? All right, Frostlander's demands met. Okay, good. Trust rises, so that'll go up hopefully for us, and maybe we can take this fervor away because we don't want their fervor to get too bad. Okay, so what I'm going to do is we do have our permanent drilling here. I believe it is somewhere in here. Hang on, I can't see it too well. I know we had it. Did we not have one in here? Okay, so here is our permanent extractor there. So what I can do is, for us to get a lot more materials, we can go here, get our building, get an advanced untreated sawmill, and just throw that there. It's going to cause disease and some bad negative effects, but not really anything terrible there. We are going to have something run out here, but because we have the permanent, don't have to worry about that. We do have another event, Dreams of Utopia. Steward, to delight the Faithkeepers, our city is now firmly embracing progress and appears to be on the path of making progress a cornerstone of our society. We must ensure that our city never aligns with adaptation. Declare a member of Faithkeepers. We need to fully embrace progress. All adaptation laws and buildings will increase tension as long as progress is high. And Faithkeepers' fervor is increased. Okay. So wasn't expecting that, but we can go ahead and take away this one. I'm not too worried about that. We can just say promote, let's see, where is it? I think it's, is it here? Raise funds, fervor, de-radicalize Faithkeepers. We'll go ahead and do that. So we take another event here. Okay, collateral damage. Ooh, all right. Steward, a worker died in a gruesome accident involving a shredding press. No emergency shutdown was available since the machine attendance law mandated the removal of anything that would hinder efficiency. Bob tripped and the machine sucked him up, chomped him to bits. He screams. I'll never forget his scream, said a shocked witness. There was some kind of mechanical gurgle in the whole process. Went on as nothing happened. After such an incident, some demand we add some safeguards to protect people. What should we do? So, to save human ones, cutoff switches will have to be installed in all workplaces. Machine attendance is less effective at decreasing workforce requirement. Relations worsened with new lenders, Faithkeepers. Relations are fine here. I'm gonna do this just so people are happy. We're gonna have some trust go down, but that's okay. I'm not too worried about that. Our tension is minor, but that's okay. So we're gonna have, once these buildings are done, honestly, our materials should be pretty good. So we can have that. Yeah. Oh yeah. Wow. That is a massive increase in materials. So we can start stockpiling that. We honestly might need to get another stockpile hub. If we can place one down somewhere else. We do have one we can put here. So is this a permanent one? I think this is a permanent one. What buildings do we have in here? So yeah, we do have a permanent one over here. So that's perfect. We're going to go ahead and put another stockpile hub because we are going to just want to stockpile as much as we can here. Now we do want this in a spot. Yep, that should work. So minus 10% on that workforce requirement. Very good. And we have tons of workforce. So our main city is doing pretty well for itself. Our goods are doing fine. It's very slow, but it is fine. We do have a stockpile of 100,000, so I think that should be good. So now, really, we just need to see how we're doing out here in the exploration route. Still can't go look at the gorge. The Whiteout is still in our way. We still have some teams going this way. Is there any other things that we can look at? No, we're out of Frostland teams. So is there a way for us to increase our logistics? I think all we need to do is put logistics down, if I'm thinking correctly. So logistics district. We have to make sure, yeah, so we can put one over here, which I think I'm going to do. Let's go ahead and frostbreak out there. So X to frostbreak. And I want, ooh, and there's also some shelter there we can think about later. That could be handy. All right, put that all out there. And we're going to want to frostbreak again Too bad we can't go that way yet. I'm gonna go and frostbreak this area just in case we want it, just to have it available to us. That is a nice bit of shelter. Even though it's kind of interesting, because if the storm's coming from this direction, I mean, you're just getting slammed against that cliff, but hey. It's fine, they'll be fine. I don't think we have anything else. I think that's our last bit of shelter that we have, and I think we've taken up our permanent resource nodes as well. Now, if I'm trying to remember, yep, we have a deep mining drill there. That one's gonna eventually run out. I don't think putting anything here is gonna be worth it. And now we have a population increase, so we wanna make sure we kind of knock those up a little bit, put those at 100%. Because we are actually out of room, aren't we? Are these on? No, they're not on, so let's turn all these on, and now we have a +6. Perfect, all right. So, population is not a worry. We're gonna let those frost break. We have another event here. So, Evolvers protest. All right, what do we got? A lot of people unhappy. Steward, the Evolvers have taken to the streets and protesting against the city's growing dependence on oil in the generator. We cannot stand by and let the Faithkeepers further bind us to a single point of failure. We keep silent as the Whiteout endangered us all, but no more. They evidently feel they have no further recourse to make their dissent known, infiltrating the most vital buildings in the district. They hold production lines hostage. What should we do? They also dislike supported quarantine, machine-centric shifts, and heat overclocking. If you go back on certain things, Evolvers will cease their demolish one patrol watchtower and repeal machine attendants. Okay, further their vision. If you let them have their way, Evolvers will cease their protest. Within 30 weeks, research communal parenthood and research liberated youth. Okay, convince them to stop. Raise relations to neutral to stop their protest. Okay, or ignore. We'll deal with them later. No, I think we need to deal with them now. We can go and get some researching out of the way, I think. That wouldn't be terrible. So we need liberated youth and communal parenthood. Now those could be permanent research. Let's see here. I'll think about this for a second. Okay, I think I'm gonna go for this one. I'm gonna demolish the patrol watchtower and machine attendants. We can always build it back later. And repealing the machine attendants, I don't think will be bad. But yeah, you can see here, holding our goods hostage there. So we want to repeal that. We're just gonna go ahead and say propose, I believe. I love proposed voting. New work model, standard work model, the basic work model, last decades. Yeah, so we're gonna need to negotiate on this because it's not gonna happen. We'll have to repeal this. New lenders are partially open to negotiate, which is fine. We'll work with them. Actually, notice the Frostlanders we kind of want to work with, isn't it? Faithkeepers won't negotiate. Frostlanders open to negotiate. 32 delegates. Let's work with them. And what do we want to help them with? We can do a silica foundry. Good materials output, but we don't need to worry about that. They need some heat stamps. I think we can do that. We'll work with that. It's not, people are divided. This is gonna be a tough one. And we have 8 that we need. We need 51 votes, and it's gonna be tough. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do this one or not. We may have to think about something else. Let's look at the new lender to see what we can get them happy with. So we can fund projects. That'll be 49, a little bit easier. And we need to build a chemical house, which can be done. We'll get more food output, which wouldn't be terrible. Or automated logistics bay. Ooh, that could be good. We could build, yeah, let's do that. Let's do an automated logistics bay. I think that'll be a good one. That way we get more Frostland teams as well. So let's vote against that one. And not vote against, but vote for. So we're gonna move back to the standard work model instead of machine-centric. We need 51 required, and there it is at 55. A little bit close, but it's all right. So now we need to build the automated logistics bay, which I actually think we can do. We want to put here. And we do have a building for it, so we'll put that there. And that need will be met. And now we need to demolish a watchtower. Oh, so much to do. So let's demolish that. Yep. And so that'll meet all of our objectives here. Oh, keeping everyone happy. It's not easy. Okay, so we've met the new lender's demands, so trust rises with them. And we're also about to demolish that watchtower, and that means that our Frostland, our Evolvers are a little bit happier. They got what they wanted, so hopefully they'll move out of this district, and our goods will be moving a little bit further. Of course, that's the fervor, I believe, so I think we'd have to remove that to actually make that go away, if I'm honest. Quelp, yeah, we can't really do anything there. I'm hoping they move out. Yeah, so they're about to move out. You can see that bar going down. And our goods production is back where it should be. All right, so the storm is still in my way, unfortunately. So there's nothing we can do about that. We could go look at that, but I want this. Is this done yet? How are we doing here? I haven't even built it yet, so let's go ahead and build that. We did clear out that area. And put this down here. Got our logistics teams. Very good. So we're on more logistics teams to explore and get more materials and everything. But right now, we're looking okay. Crime is not good, which, you know, we need to really kind of get the Frostlanders up so we can get the fervor down. But we need to make sure they're gold, and we just don't have that. We can raise funds, ask Frostlanders to contribute. Nope, that's not what we're wanting. We want to fund their projects. I mean, we have tons of heat stamps. Let's fund their projects. Let's make them happy. You know, let's get their trust up, and we can make up a promise for them. I don't know yet. Making promises can kind of get us in a bad situation, but if we can get them up just a little bit more, we can de-radicalize the evolvers and keep that at bay. So everything's looking good from a stockpile perspective. We are doing oil. I'm gonna go check over here and see how much oil we're producing now. We do have an excess. These guys don't need it as much. We do want to stockpile oil at our main base. So let's go ahead and look at our trade screen. And now that we have a better way of trading, we can trade more. So let's get our new London happier over here. Let's just get stockpile as much as we can. And that's about it. We could move 5K over there as well. I think that could help. But now we have 260. I think that should be fine. We'll have that going, and these guys should be a-okay. We can always move stuff over if we need to. Okay, so Squalor is actually pretty bad over here, so we need to figure out a way to remove it, and I got to remember how to do that. Okay, so I did find out we could do the moss filtration towers. They'll help the Squalor go down. We can't build it yet because we don't have enough workforce, but I'm getting some workforce over here with the trade screen, so we're waiting on that to happen. So we'll make sure that's handled, and then we do have an event over in New London. Path to power for the city's safety. Steward the Evolvers. Protest has terrified many in the city. Many are calling for a response from the council. The captain limited the steward's powers, but he could not have foreseen this dissent. Maybe the time has come to increase our leaders' authority for the safety of the city. Several proposals have been suggested that would help us deal with the protests. It's up to you to decide if we will place them on the agenda. Delegates will vote on charter laws based on their relations. Take me to the council. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, so I'm assuming it's the survival. Is it the survival we're looking for? No. Why did we come here? I'm not entirely sure what that was wanting me to do, but I guess we'll figure that out in a minute. Now, what we need to do is get our crime fixed, so I'm going to put another guard tower down because crime is not great. Population size is not very good. We have guard squads decreasing it, but that's about it. You can see here that the Evolvers are not happy, and everyone's kind of out of the gold now, so not really great. Not good at all. Okay, so we have some more exploration teams, and we did discover a new area out here, so we can see here what is this? The Ashtop Mountains. So we got a couple of things we can look. Ice storage, or IEC storage. A steel shed sits by small crevices. Its doors rusted shut. The letters IEC embossed across its roof. Our scouts managed to cut their way and find a store of cores, and tower pumps, parts once used to construct the generator. Yeah, take the parts. That sounds like a great thing to go ahead and grab. The Old Empire, possible settlements. Over the snowy valley towers, an opulent manor, complete with a marble ballroom and an indoor pool of hot spring water. Our scouts walked straight past the classic library of Turner Seascapes to be amazed by the fur coats and felting gear in the servants' quarters, as well as silver skinning knives and leatherworking tools. The scouts want to take the boots and coats home, but the commander disagreed. We should use the samples and these tools to set up a factory producing the works of the old world. Then everyone in London. Yes, I agree with that one. Establishing manufacturing outpost. Yes, that sounds like a great idea. We need to, we'll do skyways. Skyways always seem very good. Now the problem is we haven't explored these mountains yet, so they're gonna have to go pretty far. And we're gonna have to kind of wait on that. We wanna go ahead and launch the expedition to the mountains. Not entirely sure why I didn't have that, but we do wanna go this way. In the gorge, we can go and do that. We have 14 teams left. I think we'll kind of leave them as is for the moment. So we have a lot of heat stamps, and the Evolvers are not happy, so I'm going to fund their projects. We're going to make their relations go up just a little bit, just so they're not as prone to being upset with us. Same thing with fund projects. I might wait to, I'm going to do this for the Frostlanders so that they're happier again. Faithkeepers, might want to do theirs as well, just so we're wrecking the gold with them. It's 400 heat stamps, so we get a lot, so I'm going to go and throw that in there. They're happy, so let them do their projects. Now we do have a event over here. John Barry, 52 Weller. I can't believe it. I just can't believe it. Though the steward had more of a, I thought the steward had more of a spine. When a brat misbehaves, you give him a good thrashing, not some treats. But somehow, when these filthy These filthy evolvers kick and scream they get their way. Well, we can throw fits too. You negotiate with the evolvers, causing the Faithkeepers to radicalize. Of course you did. Of course you did. All right, I cannot seem to get out of this. Oh, there it is. There's the X. I was lost for a second. All right, that's fine. That's okay. I got 2 points of radicalization now. I think we'll somehow manage. So, to my probably detriment, I have forgotten to start research something, and we really need to focus on crime again. I think we need to find something else that can help with that. I don't know if parenthood's gonna help at all. That's population growth, not really what we're looking for. I didn't mean to go out on that. So how can we help with crime? All right, so prisons, you know, I don't like the idea of prisons, but hey, we may need to get it. That's a 400 workforce, and that is tension. Crime is significantly, is greatly. I think we're gonna go for the Frostlanders here and the New Londoners. Probably the Frostlanders, because I mean, it doesn't really matter which one you go with. It doesn't cause them to go down. But we could get 500 capacity for detainees, and then we have mobilized prison wardens. This one is trust fall slightly. I don't think I want to do that. I think I just want to go with the isolation prison. Prisons where hardened criminals are locked up to serve their sentences. I think this is probably the best one. Maybe. Let's see, Warden's District ability, which provides additional guard squads. I mean, they're really, yeah, I'm gonna go with this one. I think that one's better. We don't have that much, so I think that's probably a safe bet to go for. We do have, oh man, look at our progress. Adaptation, merit. We haven't really done anything with tradition or reason at all, but I don't think there's really much we can do with it. Do we want to negotiate any laws with anyone? Maybe. We do have, we could do machine attendants again, but I don't know. We keep doing that and people get upset every time we do it, so I think I might leave that alone. Okay, so a little bit of work has been done. I'm kind of expanding some districts and making sure that our food, and I've taken away from our materials and building a new industrial district, so probably to adjust that in a second, but just want to make sure we get some more workforce. But we have Verna Watts here, inventor. The elders will love this little guy in the care facility, a mechanical cat. Wait, a mechanical cat that wants to be nothing in return. Doesn't need to be fed, doesn't need to be cleaned, but gives eternal attention and love, at least as long as the steel doesn't rust. Perhaps I'll cover it in steel with seal fur to encourage pets. Not that he needs them. I'll name him Buster. You set the city on course towards the progress cornerstone. Huh, we have mechanical cats now. Who would have thought? Okay, so we have some more areas explored. And I got a little event saying that people were pilfering moss from the moss tower. So yeah, don't do that. You guys need that to breathe. Anyway, let's see what we got here. We do have Winterhome Bridge, remains of the old bridge leading to Winterhome. An ominous sign hangs from the near side. Only death lies beyond. Whether it was left by would-be jokers or superstitious scouts is unclear. I see. And we want to go to the Cursed Valley. Yeah, that seems like it's going to be great rugged territory. Threat level safe. It doesn't sound too safe, but we'll go there anyway. All right, so we have a weather station. This outpost once predicted temperature drops. For Winterhome, the peak is visible for miles around, the ideal place for a beacon to help travelers reach New London. Increase population growth. Build, yeah, sure, we'll do some skyways here. I don't see any reason not to do skyways at this point. It doesn't really say. So connect trails, increase population growth. Yeah, doesn't seem like there isn't any benefit to not do a skyway. So I think I'm just gonna do that as I keep zooming in and messing it up. It's fine, my bad. Can we just get it on that node there and check mark? I think that should work. I think that should connect it to our skyway network. If it doesn't, it'll let us know. All right, next thing is I want to hook up the goods over here. Now that we have these available to us. Oh no, we can't go on those mountains, can we? So we can go this way and go to this one. And that should be good. That'll connect to Old Dreadnought. So I'm wondering if these goods will go to the Old Dreadnought or if we can trade them back and forth. I don't know how that'll work, but I'm sure it'll be fine. We do have 2 new things here. We got mysterious towers. Tall towers can be spotted on the top of the peaks. Further exploration has been hindered by the constant winds and shearing glaciers surrounding the site. Our scouts have noted that some tunnels by Tesla City head in this direction. We could outfit an expedition to try to reach the site from underground. We need 30 Frostland teams, so we don't have enough teams for that, but we may get that. We'll get that at some point. Outposts here can increase our coal supply by 250 coal until, nope, we do not use coal, so we're not worried about that at all. That is something that is not very useful to us. If we did the other route, though, that'd be very useful to us. So we have some tension increasing due to high crime. We really need to take care of our crime problem, which means we need prisons. So we're just gonna have that research done. And I think we should have what we need to do that. I hate the fact that we're putting prisons in these like housing districts, but it has to be done. We can put one there, and I think that replaces the guard tower if I'm thinking correctly. Oh, we could always put them out here too. Do we have anything in here, or do we just have an empty slot? No, it does replace something. I think it replaces the guard tower, so I think that'll work fine for us. So let's go ahead and put the isolated prison there. And there we go. That'll help their crime go down. Hopefully lower their tension. Yeah, notable crime. Yeah. We also need to take care of the fervor, which we can't really do easily without kind of meeting demands, unfortunately. Our laws are honestly... We have all of our... Ooh, we actually... Nebulous uniform idea. Events or research can give it order. Okay, so we probably need to do some research as well, which I am going to do. Now, what do we want to get? So we haven't really been using these hubs at all, and I kind of want to use them. So I'm going to go for the workforce requirement hub, because our workforce requirement is getting a little low, but, you know, just to test that out, we may need something else, but we'll see. It'll be fine. We do have an event. Ollie Sharp, 27, entrepreneur. My first shop, mine, that I earned off the sweat of my own back. I put my nose to the grindstone, I stayed focused, and I was rewarded. The city is slowly proving to be a haven for merit and hard work. Next, I'll buy out the shop around the corner. I'll expand. There will be an Ollie's outlet at every corner. Mark my words. I'll show them my worth, and I'll charge them accordingly. The city has made steps towards the merit cornerstone. Very good. All right, so we did expand this district down here because I did want some food, and I want to make sure we get an empty building slot there. So let's take a look at what buildings we have for our food. We have chemical hot houses, which I think we're probably going to do. We can replace those if we need to, but we'll put one down for right now. Hopefully once that prison's done, we will have our crime decrease. Prison is done, so let's hope that crime slowly gets away, because we want that tension to go down. It's raising. Heat stamps. Evolver suggests action. Steward, we are struggling with heat stamps. A group of evolvers have come forward with an idea on how to solve it. We should pass allow productive outsiders. Let us pursue it, and the city will benefit. The evolvers look with distrust at what other communities propose. They would surely appreciate you getting behind their idea. The evolvers want to pass allow productive outsiders to solve problems with heat stamps. All right, so if they have a way to solve heat stamps, it warrants our attention. Promise evolvers you will pass allow productive outsiders within 60 weeks. Okay, we need to get our evolvers relations up, so yeah, we'll look at that. Let's take a look and see what this kind of worries about. So we accept all outsiders, admit no outsiders, or allow productive. We can work with that. That'll let our population growth decrease, but we'll also get more, we'll get more productive outsiders. So we need to get someone who will work with. Oh, that was not good of me. Yeah, that's gonna fail. Man, I keep doing that. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why I keep doing that. I keep going too fast and I just hit vote. I feel like I always think it's gonna take me straight to the negotiation scene. Okay, screen. So we're gonna need to wait a little bit. That was my bad, but it'll be fine. We still have some. We're gonna get more prisons, and I think what I need to do is I need to expand some of these districts. Let's go ahead and do that, and expand this one as well. We don't need as much housing right now, but we're gonna go ahead and do that. Put that on that cliff there. Let those expand and get some more prisons down. We're gonna increase this a nudge, so we're at 105 now. Another event. Evolvers begin protesting. Of course they do. I'm sorry, I tried to pass the law. You guys just need to be patient. Steward, the evolvers have decided to protest your rule. The city is changing and for the worse. We present the list of demands, tend to them, and will be dispersed, said one of their leaders. But if you refuse to change the course of those, let us create a society that can give it its all to the city. They will keep protesting until you respect their demand. Further, the vision of the city or force them to disperse. All right, what do you want? Repeal machine-centric. We don't have machine-centric shifts. And they want an advanced fracturing pump jack. No, that's not. Well, we could do it for right now. Squalor significantly increased. Ugh. I mean, that's because of the pump jack. Liberated youth and communal parenthood. Population growth is marginally decreased. Percentage of active workers is significantly increased. Trust rises. Liberated youth. That would take a while because of the researching. Convince them to stop. We need to raise them to neutral. We might be able to get this to happen, especially with doing. Let's try to raise them to neutral. I think we might be able to do that. All right, so they're hindering our production. That's fine. It's not the worst thing that could have happened. We are going to kind of expand that district around there, kind of make sure that's heated, so we'll get back to there. So it's not like, you know, the worst protest ever, but we can go ahead and knock this down a notch, I think. Yep, go ahead, because we are doing good on goods. Tension is still going up, which means we really need to get our crime down. Notable crime, faction fervor, protest, rampant crime. Yep, yeah, I know. Crime. So we need to get another prison down, which we can't because we don't have heat stamps. Of course we don't. So we need to produce more heat stamps, and we're not producing enough. We could get a guard tower down for right now, so I'm going to put one down just to kind of keep that at bay. And the city's looking a little red. And the evolvers went down again. Oh boy. Okay. Well, if I didn't mess up that one thing, that would have helped, wouldn't it? So publicly announce your support for this faction. They will gain members and potentially secure additional seats in the council. Ugh, don't know if we want to do that because our faith keepers are not happy at the moment. Really wish we had some gold around, but nothing we can do there. All we can do is advance time and hopefully everything will be fine. Okay, so the evolvers are expanding to our districts and they are not happy. They're spreading pressure, which is not great. We really need them to stop. If you guys don't mind, just kind of chill for a second. We need to build another housing district. I'm going to build it here. Oh, exposed to the wind. Ah, okay. So that is not a good area. I thought that was a good area because of the blue, but it's actually not. I see. Okay, well, that's good to know. I do want to try to expand this housing district, so we're going to do that and expand this one as well because we're going to need more. So we're going to put those there. Oh boy. All right, well, the crime is going down. Tension is high because of the evolvers. I really need to pass a law. We don't have... Okay. It's fine. Evolvers take over, expand industrial district. Steward evolvers protests have spread to another district. Some of their more radical members use the opportunity to sack the local mechanical factory. We never wanted this. Oh, okay. Well, our mechanical factory went down, which is not great. Not good at all. They're slowly destroying that. All right, I need you guys to stop destroying the city. You're not helping anyone by doing this. You're only hurting yourselves. So one thing I'm going to do is at least keep our faith keepers at bay. I'm going to promote them. Just the way it takes their fervor away, and they'll be happy. The evolvers are not happy with that. Of course, you know, we just need to get them to neutral. We could technically promote them as well, and it'll take away their fervor too. So I think I might go and just do a promotion of both. That way their fervor is decreased, and we don't have to worry about that. So just to put everyone at bay between the evolvers and the faith keepers, we're going to promote them both. It's fine. We need to get them to neutral. We can pass a law in 3 days. It'll be fine. Everything's fine. Everything is okay. So city. All right. We want allow productive, propose, negotiate. All right. So we can have Newlanders or Frostlanders, and to keep the evolvers at bay, we're going to try to get the Frostlanders on our side, get a little bit more of them so we can kind of just take away fervor if we need to. Build a waste repurposing facility, which could be good. Squalors extremely decreased. We can put that in the other city if we really want to. I'm not publicly condemning anyone. That sounds like a terrible idea. 60 goods output. We could do a refurbished goods factory. Our disease is honestly fine, and I think we could probably do that. We'd have plenty of workforce, so let's go ahead and do that one. Now hit the vote button after we've got publicly everyone on our side. So that's a 52. It immediately passes, but we have a couple others. You can see here, I believe that's the Faith Keepers. They're not too happy about that. But, you know, that's not really my problem at the moment. And we got an achievement. Lawmaker. Pass at least 20 new laws in a single playthrough. All right, so the Evolver's demands are met. They're neutral. All right, we're back. We're back in sorts. All right, protests begin collapsing. Very good. Just y'all disperse now. Cease your protest, and you know everyone will be happy. We do have a little bit of a housing issue, so we're gonna need to get another housing district down, I believe. So let's go ahead and get one of those and see how we can easily get one down here. We do have a lot of area we need to probably frost break, and I think I'm gonna frost break over here just to kind of keep things expanding this way. Once again, I thought this was gonna help us with housing, but it's not. All right, protest is going down. We do have the prison there. Crime is fine. We actually have... Ooh, do we have a fuel stockpile we put down? We need to do that. Yeah, let's put the fuel stockpile down. Where can we put this guy at? That'll have our workforce requirement down. Ideally, I want it out here if possible. So let's put our fuel there. Because we want to store more fuel because we have a lot of excess. Our goods are going down, but that'll happen after the protest. Out here looks like they're good. They are stockpiled on oil. Let's go ahead and put a stockpile for them as well, just so they have any excess going for them. And we'll put that guy right there. Looks good. Can this district expand at all? It can't, but they do have advance. We could put another advanced one down, but honestly, our oil is fine, in my opinion. Squalor went down because we put some moss filtration towers down. Everything looking good there. How's our materials exchange going? This is looking good. We can send them more food if we really need to. We could give them a food stockpile hub. Probably would not help. We are out of workforce though. We could send some more workforce over here, but I don't think we need to worry about this settlement at the moment. They're happy. All good there. All right. So lots of fervor issues going on here. The protests not really great. You can see here that they're kind of running rampant, aren't they? Oh, siege of infrastructures near district hub. All right, well, that's an achievement. Didn't know that. Yeah, you can see here, protests are going on. Not really the happiest people, but hey, you know, they're managing. We do have another. Ooh, and a colder season happened. Let's make sure everything's good. Oil is good. Heat's good. Yeah, colder season's doing nothing to us. All right, so let's take a look out here. This is about to be done with the Cursed Valley. We're going to speed up time. All right, what do we got? So, I need this to move. Thank you. Ruins of Winterhome. Winterhome has a cursed history. A series of corrupt leaders pushed the city's generator beyond its limits. At last, competent captain took charge, but by then the generator had been permanently damaged and doomed to explode. The city's people had no choice but to gather all they could to a nearby dreadnought and take their chances in the Frostland. Rumor has it that the ruins still hold valuable resources, but our scouts avoid the site, fearing toxic gas leaks leaking from the fissures on the ground and ghosts that wail through the night. The time has come for make use of the cursed city. We will need to connect the trail to send colonists. This place is dead. We should move on. You know what? No, we're gonna go for Winterhome. I think that's probably the best thing we can do. And so we need to connect a path, and we want to send colonists there. Now this could be a terrible thing for us to do, but we need to make sure we hit up one of these nodes. Could we technically go there? Probably, but I'm gonna actually just do this like that. Perfect. There's our trail. All right, well, we're going towards Winterhome now. See if that'll do anything. Dreadnought Husk. An ancient empty dreadnought hull towers over the flat snow. Our scouts met some people living in the shelters and leeward sides who claimed a mighty machine was stripped clean long before they arrived. The people have asked us to take them to New London, if only so they can be further away from the ruins of Winterhome. Everyone who goes there comes back with a cough that only worsens. One camp leader says, "Stay away." Well, it's a little late now. Yeah, about that. We'll take some more people in. Okay, well, there's something bad in there, and we don't know what it is, but I guess we're gonna go to explore it anyway. Probably not for the best, but hey, the game says, you know, prepare for colonization, so that's what we're gonna do. Now, we're bringing in more people, which means we need more housing districts. And we also have more research that we can do. And I have a feeling with the way people are saying, hey, stay away, people get sick, we're gonna need treatment. It's just a hunch, but I'm going to go for it. So, research speed marginally increased and disease is marginally decreased, which is good. And I think we're going to go for that one. That one sounds really good. Experimental treatment. Faith Keepers or Revolvers. We are going a Faith Keepers route. But I mean, the research speed does sound good. No, okay. To stay with the Faith Keepers route, we're going to go with this one. That'll decrease our sick, so that'll be good. So hopefully that'll help when whatever happens, because they say come back with a cough, so need to prepare for that. So we have a lot of workforce, but we are out of heat stamps. We need to build a housing district we can, but we are out of heat stamps. Can't build it now. So let's go ahead and start doing this. And I think what I want to do is get this to go along here and hit up. If we could hit one more. Is there a way for us to do that? I don't know if there is. Maybe. Yeah, there we go. Two districts heat up there from each other. Very good. That'll help us get some more housing in, especially with more people coming in. We're probably going to want another one, and we're going to need 40 heat stamps, so we should speed up time a little bit. And there we go, have at least 50 income of heat stamps, another achievement done and over with. I think this is another housing district, isn't it? What is this? Yep, that's another housing district, so we can honestly just have a ton of housing right here. I'm getting a bunch of bonuses. So we're missing one bit of district. We have a near food district, but there's one more district we're missing in terms of connecting this, and I think it might be... Is it this one? Yeah, I think it might be that one. We only have one way to get that. We could put another district here. Oh, I'm going to play with this for a second. Okay, so I have a hunch that I have a feeling how I can get a 3 heat here, and once we expand, we're going to need to probably build out this way, but I think we're going to be able to once this gets done. But this should take care of our housing requirement for a little bit. Our goods production is down, so we're going to want to knock up our materials production up just a little bit. There we go. And then we want to make sure our goods are, well, good. which they're not. We need to probably build another building there, which we are out of heat stamps, so that'll go up. So we'll handle our goods production in a second, because we do have a good surplus of it. But guys, I think that is where I'm gonna need to cut this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed the return back to Frostpunk. I do once again apologize for being so long, but I just kind of needed a break. And next time we're gonna be seeing what Winterhome holds for us. But like I said, that's gonna be it. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day where you may be. As always, thank you for spending some of your time here. I always greatly appreciate it, and I hope to see you for the next one. Bye, everybody.